August's head is a fake. Prepare for it. Fans of XRP, let's discuss ETH price behavior. Staples has a lot of money. You were always curious in how it was manufactured. I will now demonstrate. We will discuss that. We can also see Wayne's basement below. It's not Wayne's basement, though. Isn't that strange? Man, that's strange. That's strange. I say a lot of inappropriate stuff. Alright, this is your warning. Bueno crypto enthusiasts of Stardust. How is everyone doing today? We saw some green appear on the screen, along with some floor and printed money. A slightly different look and a slightly different video today. You are aware of the deal now. You, the viewer, are the most important person, so your comments come first before we do the news. If you've never heard of this before, guess what? That's our method. Yes, you are the most important thing. View my editing screen on the display. Very cool. Okay, so this is the situation. Remarks, if my fucking computer could switch to him, John Bowman would say, I'm 71 years old, Claus. I didn't believe so many alphas remained. I have hope because of you. Go for it, dude. Yes, not everyone made it. Do you believe that the initial warning was merely meant to be adorable? Cross things off your list. No way. My guy, certain things are just the way they are. Support is being dropped on the channel by 𝗙𝗶𝗶. Thank you, says Jeremy. Hit that button, everyone. Please subscribe and share. A huge shout out goes out to everyone who has ridden or died with Klaus. Here is where we know the truth lies. Trick, I hope everything is good. Trick, I hope all is good with you, my man. I am here to deliver the news, whether it be good, bad, happy, or sad. I added my own little spice flair to it. Look, the screen is green, the floor is printed, and money is printed. We will discuss the head fake and stables. Take a look at what transpires in the video today. We can pass on the heat map, okay? Cash, where are the stables at the moment? This is the rationale for our discussion about stables. Since the Senate is currently on vacation, the stables are the only thing with irregularities. Maintains the highest market cap ever. To avoid bleeding in the sound while I'm recording, perhaps my kid might shut the door. I'm grateful, son. Life occurs. Where are most stables currently held? Staples. ETH is used to hold them. ETH was used to hold half of those staples. How do you earn money on stables, bro? Baby, it's the yield. Thus, Tether is currently the top yielder on ETH. Stablecoin yield Tether has generated 21 million in revenue in the past day. Simply Tether, 6.73 million has been given up by Circle. It's juicy. Tether has disbursed 146 million over the past week. Circle 46.7 million USDC. Stables are becoming a lucrative place to make money. Once we get the regulations, we will be able to make a significant amount of money on the altcoins. As of right present, the Clarity Act is the only law that has been approved by the House. The Senate heard that. It will soon be delivered to the Senate. Officially, they do not yet possess it. Please just listen to me. Congress moves slowly. I only know it irritates me. Here is everything that will happen once it reaches the Senate. Hey, we don't like the Clarity Act as it is, the White House stated. We must add more to that. And they say, okay, cool. Thus, the Senate has its own version, alright, a law on market structure. They will extract a few things from that. In addition to adding even more juicy goodies, they plan to include it in the Clarity Bill and create a massive cryptocurrency bill that will govern the entire industry. Do it in a single large sack of right garbanzo balls. This is what makes the law completely novel. So, in terms of procedure, correct, you must experience that. The House must then review and approve it before it can proceed, alright? You need to hope that the Democrats will support you, which we ought to since Democratic support has been increasing recently in terms of votes, alright? Although it's not the topic of this film, that's where we are at the moment. Players view stablecoins as the only quote legal way because they have the regulations and will continue to have them for at least another month ahead of the rest of the market. I have it in quotes because, as you are aware, those traditional finance jerks are only using the lawful money to invest there. You can tell that a lot of money is being made. That only applies to ETH, alright? Remember that there is still a sizable portion of the stablecoin market. Thus, keep in mind that there are cryptocurrency prospects available. All we have to do is wait for the regulations. Thus, the head is a fake, okay? Pay attention to this. Let's move on to the reaction. Fed, you won't have anything until September 16th or 17th. You don't have a massive macro like a hammer dropping 50 basis points, then. Thus, all of the nonsense about an impending emergency meeting. No fucking emergency meeting is scheduled. None of that nonsense is being done by Jerome Powell. This man has been textbook hawkish, dude. Textbook technology for many years. Hawk has been this guy. When it comes to lowering and raising rates generally, he has been a bit late. Keep in mind that he had to go 757575. Yes, then, as you can see, he has remained this way the entire time. Hawkish, it's straightforward. He isn't evolving. Therefore, outside from the slap monkeys on Twitter, nobody buys the entire tail emergency rates. Avoid being like those smack monkeys. Know what you're doing. Pay attention to the real numbers. Alright, there won't be a meeting in September. What is August now? Like a whole month of limbo, isn't it? Okay, so we don't have that Congress on break all of August, you say as you sit there. You ask yourself, whoa, now what? Alright, so in August you receive CPI statistics. Bro, who really gives about CPI data in August, you ask? Because guess what? Another one is scheduled for September, just prior to the FOMC meeting. That implies that nobody is very concerned about the one in August because, guess what? Another, more recent one is scheduled for September, just a few days prior to the FOMC meeting. August, then, is a huge person who gives and, since there isn't any significant macro news, you need to be cautious about falling into that trap. Thus, the current state of the market is one of okay, what's next? Regarding macro-level events, the market has no direction this month. As of right present, there is no regulations. Stables are the only objects with regs, and for that reason, I told you about this. The stables are completely out of control. Alright, Tron is the next big thing for ETH after staples. Tron staples are currently printing dollar bills, everyone. Market value, whoa, printing money, whoa, this is simply insane. It's simply regulated and worth a ton of money. It is crucial that we obtain the altcoin version of it because of this. Alright, this month has been completely sleepy with no direction at all. There are no regulatory or major banking guidelines. Perhaps the court will provide us with some advice, but guess what? For XRP, that would be awesome, but not for the whole cryptocurrency market, you know, because occasionally we have to zoom out. Don't get me wrong, it works well for XRP, but occasionally we need to zoom out for the entire cryptocurrency market because it's not just XRP. One piece of that pie is XRP. XRP is currently looking good. I have the week